All right, it's a big day. Let's get after it. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Lago here again, and in this video I want to talk to you about 3 ways to slay any day. That's right, 3 ways to slay any day. And when I'm talking about that, I'm referring specifically to dominating your workday, okay? Making sure that you're making the most out of every single workday, because as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, you know that you have to make the most out of every single minute, right? Time is your most valuable commodity, and as a result, because of that, you just cannot waste anything. So we want to make sure that every single day we are milking the most out of that. So with that said, I want to go ahead and give you the top 3 things that basically, if you focus on these things and make these real hardcore focal points in your business day, and if you don't veer off the focus of these things, then I promise you, you will definitely escalate your productivity in each workday. Let's get started. Number 1, preparation. Preparation. Not enough is said about preparation, all right? Planning and preparation are definitely at the top of the list when it comes to making sure that first and foremost you're organized, right? I believe in being organized and being prepared in order to achieve a certain mission and, achieve a certain goal. I firmly believe that. I don't know where it comes from, but at the top of my head, I'm recalling that very famous quote that says that chance favors the prepared mind, right? In other words, that if things are gonna fall in line by chance or by luck, as some would call it, it tends to do so much better for the person who's prepared for it, okay? So when you're heading into your workday, you should definitely have an idea of what are the things that you want to do and be prepared for it, okay? That means having your calendar lined up the way that it should be. That means having the tools set aside that you know you're going to be doing and using in order to achieve certain tasks. So for instance, for me, if I know that I'm working today on creating some really good follow-up campaigns by way of my email, autoresponder, things like that, then the tools that I have necessary for that, I want to make sure that I have up, right? I want to make sure that I have my autoresponder set up. I want to make sure that my lists are created. I want to make sure that I have a Google Doc up so that I can continue to write out the copy. And then, another thing for me is I want to make sure that I have good music playing in the background. All right, for me, that helps me to achieve a spot that's really conducive to producing really good copy, right? So things like that. On top of that, in another instance, let's say that maybe today you know that you're working on an actual web page. You're trying to get web pages up, landing pages created, or website pages up to really help you in terms of selling your product online or your services or what have you. Then obviously you want to have the tools lined up for that as well. Do you have your landing page creator set up? Maybe you have ClickFunnels or something like that. Do you have your your Canva up to help you with graphics? Again, being prepared and heading into the situations knowing what you're up against. And as a result, being prepared for it, having the things ready to help you in those particular workplaces, make sure that you're prepared. Number 2, productivity. That's right, productivity. Focus on being productive. Now this is really important and of utter importance to mention, because a lot of people confuse busyness, being busy, with being productive, and they're not the same thing. You can absolutely be busy and be completely swamped doing the wrong stuff, right? Doing the wrong things, and it's just a time suck. It just wastes your time. You can be busy and have accomplished nothing by the end of the workday, and that's not what you want to do. You want to move towards being productive, getting things done that are conducive to your overall success, okay? Not just being busy, okay? I'll give you a perfect example. For a lot of people, one thing that is just the bane of their business existence is clearing out their inbox, right? I'm guilty of this. I have a lot of email inboxes. I have several, right? And I'm one of those people too, where I'm kind of anal about it. I don't like having a bunch of unread emails. I like to clear it out. But if I'm not careful, and if I focus all my days, all right, or most of my working day, clearing out emails, making sure that I have 0, unread emails in my email box, it's gonna suck up, it could very well suck up hours of my day. And next thing I know, I'm not productive and I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything that moves me closer to making money, all right? I don't have a sales funnel created. I don't have marketing pieces out, but I have a nice empty email box, right? Again, don't worry about being busy. Focus on being productive. What are you producing? Are you producing content? Are you producing sales? Are you producing follow-up material? Are you producing any business assets that move the needle? That's what you want to focus on. Productivity. Number 3, and finally, is proficiency, okay? Focus on proficiency, okay? Always work on being proficient. And the reason I place this last is simply because it really makes sense to be there, in that in any craft and in any enterprise, in any empire, you want to focus on always getting better at your craft, okay? But that's not to say that it should be number 1, all right? You shouldn't work on first being proficient, because what a lot of people will do is confuse that with being perfect, and they never launch. What I'm gonna suggest is that you get executed executing. You get to where you're taking massive action, you're organized, you're making things happen, and then at the end, right after the fact, after you've done some good things, let's work on streamlining that process. Let's work on getting better, making ourselves better, growing as a person, growing as an entrepreneur, hiring the people that we need to help our team round out, to becoming more efficient and more effective. Let's work on boosting our proficiency, but let's not do that first. Let's do that at the end. There you have it, my friends. These are 3 very simple but very powerful ways to slay any day. Again, if you focus on these things, you'll have no problem making the most out of your business day, becoming productive, moving the needle, and getting you to that nice paycheck, that nice success that we all want to be at when we're in the entrepreneurial world. Now, please, let me remind you to give me a like, a comment, a share, but most importantly, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. On top of that, make sure you click on the link below, the first link in the description box, and that is my free gift to you. It's my ebook, The Digital Freedom Shortcut. Shows you exactly what I've done to leave the corporate lifestyle to doing what I'm doing now and loving life and enjoying every second of it. I want to show you how to do the exact same thing. All right, that's it, my friends. This is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. I'll see you next time. Take care.